I'm Jean-Francois, professor of French at MSU Denver and author of this course on French phonetics and pronunciation. I'm with my colleague, Andrew Pantos, professor of linguistics at MSU Denver as well. In this short video, we're going to introduce you to a few key concepts of phonetics that you will need to understand and use during this course. So first of all, what is phonetics?
Phonetics is the study and description of speech sounds. There are three main branches: articulatory, auditory, and acoustic. Articulatory phonetics deals with our manipulation of our articulators in order to create the speech sounds. Auditory phonetics deals with how we perceive speech sounds. And acoustic phonetics deals with the study of the sound wave itself.
What is the difference between phonetics and phonology?
Phonetics is concerned with describing speech sounds exactly as they're produced and or perceived. Phonology is concerned with speech sounds that are psychologically real to speakers of a particular language. So for instance, in the final sound for the word top, I can produce it as top, top, or top. Those are produced three different ways, but generally interpreted as the same sound in the minds of English speakers. So phoneticians would focus on the differences between those three productions. Phonologists would be interested in the underlying sound that they all refer to.
What do phoneticians and phonologists do?
Phoneticians study speech sounds in a variety of ways. Phonologists try to figure out which sounds are meaningful in a particular language.
Why in phonetics prosody, that is to say the rhythmic rules of a language, is as important as sound production?
Prosody is something we key into as native speakers of a language without realizing it. And no matter how well you produce the individual sounds of a language, you can't approximate the speech of a native speaker until you learn the rhythm of the language. Sometimes incongruent prosody will lead to a complete lack of understanding of what you're trying to say.
If you're not a native speaker, what sounds are difficult to pronounce in English? And can you tell us why?
It all depends on your native language. Every language has its phonemic inventory and rules of co-articulation. If a sound is completely foreign, that is, if you don't have that sound in your own phonemic inventory, it might be hard to produce. If a sound is very similar but not exactly the same, then it may also be hard to produce exactly as it is produced in the other language. So English has a few sounds that are somewhat rare cross-linguistically. Those are our rhotic R, our interdentals th and the. In addition, some foreign speakers have trouble with our post-alveolar sounds sh, j, ch, and j.
So what words in particular are difficult to pronounce?
Words with those sounds in them, those might be difficult to pronounce, as well as words that have liquids, the ul and and our glides, w and y, potentially separating syllables. So for instance, words like towel, owl, squirrel, mayor, those might be difficult. Even native speakers of different dialects of English produce those words in a number of ways.
And one last question. What is a diphthong? And why is that so important in English?
A diphthong is two vowels produced without an interceding consonant. So they're important in English because all of our tense vowels, or so-called long vowels, tend to be produced as diphthongs. So for example, the word say is produced as say, not say. And go is produced as go, not go. Since this is not done in most other languages, English speakers need to be very careful not to impose this English rule when they're speaking another language. So for instance, the Spanish word for taco is taco, not taco.